What is buyer brokerage? Buyer brokerage is used throughout the entire country. Buyers who insist on working with a buyer broker do so because they have come to understand the value of using one. To understand buyer brokerage, you first must understand that there are two types of agents. A seller's agent represents the seller and is a traditional way of doing business. Then there is a buyer's agent who represents the buyer. Well, who represents you? Not the seller's agent. They're representing the seller. There lies the problem. If the agent is representing the seller, where does that leave you? Although a seller's agent represents the seller, they still have to be fair and honest. But remember, their fiduciary relationship is with the seller, so there is only a limited amount of information that they can give you. Let's talk about the real estate fee. Who pays the commission? Well, to be honest, you do, whether you are represented or not. So, why not have someone represent you? Probably, the first question that comes to mind is, will I have to write a check? The answer is no. A buyer agent can include the fee in the offer and have it taken out of the proceeds, just like it's done with a standard deal. When real estate companies belong to the multiple listing service, they split the fees as part of their agreement. While a split fee may not be offered to a buyer broker in some areas of the country, other arrangements can be made. Here's how. At the buyer's request, a buyer agent can ask the seller to pay the fee that is normally offered to the selling agent as a matter of convenience. From the start, a buyer agent will set up a consultation appointment to discuss your wants and needs. By doing this, you can both set guidelines to help each other work together in an efficient and beneficial manner. What are the advantages? A buyer agent is exclusively representing you, able to show you everything, and I mean everything. Like a seller's agent, a buyer agent can show you multiple listings and their own exclusive listings. However, they can also show you other company exclusive listings, expired listings, unrepresented sellers, which is for sale by owner, new construction, and withdrawn listings. In other words, they turn over every rock for you. A buyer agent can find more places than you could on your own or working with a conventional agent. More advantages? You bet. A buyer agent will do the same for you as they would do for themselves. Show you comparable sales to help determine an offer price, keep you informed, and you will have a buyer agent's strict confidentiality, so they could not repeat any conversations you had with the seller or the seller's agent. Here are some interesting facts. A buyer's agent's fiduciary relationship is with you and not the seller. So a buyer agent will stay objective about all properties so that all of the good and the poor aspects of the property can be reviewed with you. A buyer agent can give you advice, counsel, and judgment. A buyer agent will be your professional shopper, so while you're not out there looking, they will be looking for you. You can also go window shopping on your own. Go into open houses on your own. If you like a house, a buyer agent will view it later and give you their advice. A buyer agent will be 100% your advocate. Your satisfaction is their goal. They can place ads to find properties that have not yet been placed on the market. Have you ever thought of advertising for a house that you're looking to buy? Ready to buy? Your buyer agent will counsel you on an offer price and terms in the best interest of you, the buyer. They will suggest several reputable mortgage lenders with good rates and an excellent reputation. Let's see how a seller's agent compares. A seller's agent works for the seller. They will set up a consultation appointment with you to discuss your wants and needs. They will search for your property on MLS, and they will relate all good aspects of the property to you. A seller's agent, a traditional agent, writes offers for the benefit of the seller. They will counsel on full asking price and terms in the best interest of the seller. They will suggest several reputable mortgage lenders with good rates and excellent reputations, but they cannot give you advice, counsel, or judgment. Here are some common questions. If I see a house on my own or at another broker's open house, can I make an offer without my buyer agent? The answer to that is no. Remember, you still owe a fee, and it's best to have a buyer agent structure the deal so you don't overpay. They will negotiate the lowest price for you. A seller or a broker representing a seller should always be told that you are being represented by a buyer's agent. Hey, this all sounds good, but how do I know a buyer agent will provide me with good service? A good buyer agent will set up a grace period before the agreement becomes fully effective. This way you will know if you can work together, kind of like a honeymoon before a marriage. During this presentation, you may have noticed the CBR and ABR logo. A CBR is a certified buyer representative. An ABR is an accredited buyer's representative. Both are nationally certified and have designations that are recognized by the National Association of Realtors. Agents with these certifications have had extensive training so they can give their buyer the best representation and perform to the highest standards. Now that you have some understanding of buyer brokerage, your buyer representative will answer any questions you may have.